Gotta respect Adam Silver for trying to make a change to the NBA All-Star Game. He saw the lackluster play. He saw the fans were excited about the voting. And he's making a change where he's implementing a new system where instead of two conferences, there are going to be two team captains. And the two team captains are going to choose from a pool of 24 players in order to make each team. So it's either going to be team A or against team B. So the way that the captains work, whoever are the two leading goal getters, I guess, in each prospective conference, they will be captain. And then they'll get to choose from a pool of 24 players, still choosing from like whatever, three forwards, two guards, two centers, whatever the case is, whatever the old format was, they'll still be voted in that way, but the players get to choose from that top talent pool. So when I look at it, it's just like basically you're putting a band-aid on the situation. It's not completely revamping it, getting the 24 best players in the league, the leading go-getters, period. It's still the forwards and this, et cetera, et cetera. The players, the two team captains just choose from them. And the issue I see with that is if you get two players, for example, let's just say Steph Curry and LeBron James are two team captains, leading go-getters in the East and the West or whatever. Steph Curry might still pick Durant to play. See what I'm saying? So we still might see the same teams on the court, period, because of bias, because of relationships. If we all remember with the Dream Team, Team USA, Michael Jordan did not like Isaiah Thomas. Michael Jordan got Isaiah Thomas kicked off the Dream Team. So we can have a situation where a guy is supposed to be playing, and because certain guys don't like him, he gets blackballed. Or we can have a situation where we get lineups that we've already seen before. So this whole format of we're not gonna completely overhaul it. We're just gonna add two team captains and they get the pick. It's just like, what does that do? What is that gonna change? Plus, another thing is, for example, Stephen Curry might be a great point guard. He might be a team captain, but he doesn't know what a Marc Gasol does every day, or he doesn't know what Anthony Davis does, because he's not watching them all the time. He's not playing against them maybe all the time. Maybe he plays against the Grizzlies twice in a year, or three times instead of the four. So that's a few things we have to take into account. But they're just putting a Band-Aid on it. It really reminds me of the NFL Pro Bowl where they had the whole Team Dion against Team Michael Irvin, and that was fun, but it's too reminiscent of it. It's like basically you're trying to copy it. You're trying to re-engineer something that the NFL did, which I don't even think that really worked. Overall, it's not about team captains. It's not about revamping the All-Star game or trying to make it more interesting. It's just the players. It's the players. When they play the All-Star game, they don't try to put in any effort. They don't play any basic defense. They don't play any basic defense. And we don't get those overtime games we used to get when Michael was playing, when Kobe was playing, when Kevin Garnett, Tim Duncan in the 80s, Larry Bird, Magic Johnson. Those guys were going at each other, trying to dunk on each other. Now guys just let guys walk by them, blow by them, dunk on them. Nobody's trying to really cross anybody over anymore. Last time we saw that was the rookie-sophomore game when Kyrie Irving was crossing over Brandon Knight. So these guys are so comfortable set in their ways to the point where Adam Silver has to go and try to shake it up and say, well, two team captains. Let's make this happen. You guys get to choose. So it's more of a playground field, but that's not gonna save the All-Star game. The All-Star game is like that whole 3-6 Mafia song, you know what I'm saying? Don't save her. She don't wanna be saved. I hope that's the right artist. Yeah, I think it's 3-6 Mafia. Don't save her. She don't wanna be the All-Star game, the players don't want to save the All-Star game. For them, if they could, they would forgo it. They would just be like, you know what, cancel the game. We don't want to play the game. So there's nothing really that you can really do to revamp it if the quality of the players and their mind state isn't to play a high game to give the fans a show. Some of these fans, they want to see KD and LeBron go back and forth shot for shot, or Russ and Stephen Curry, team up against Kyrie Irving. Like, they want to see those matchups, some cross matchups that we don't get to see often. But when they play, it's just like it's all a big joke. Nobody's really trying to win until the last 3 minutes. Play a competitive game and revamp the voting. In terms of the voting, that system has been broken. Like, fans have 50% of the vote, former players have 25% of the vote, and 25% goes to the coaches, I think. I think it should be 30, 30, 30, and then the 10 should be current players. 10% should be current players. So 30 fans, 30 coaches, 30 fans, 30 coaches, 10% current players, and 30% former players. And I think that would expand it and make it more balanced, because the voting has to get way more balanced. Like, some of these guys that get voted into All-Star, it's like, whatever. Like, oh, this guy's having a good year, or, even if, all right, here's the thing I don't like, because people don't watch basketball a lot. There's guys that have really good years, and then they get to All-Star game, people are like, why is he there? And then he barely gets to play. So it's just like, if you've been watching the season, this is why he's here, because he's been having a really good season. So the guys, they got to do a better job putting on a show, and that comes from intensity, and that comes from wanting to be there. So, Adam Silver, if you want to save the All-Star game, put money up. Say, okay, if this team wins, you guys get an extra $1 million to your check, or $2 million to your check. Or you play for a charity. Make it so it plays for a charity. You know what I'm saying? Where it moves the needle. Like, something that's very important. Like, like, we play for the Craig Sager Foundation. If we play hard, if we put on a really good show, something that will move the needle to get these guys motivated to play. But the 2-team captains thing is just a Band-Aid over a huge sore that's not gonna end. All-Star Weekend is not exciting like it used to be, and people are tuning out of it. That's just like, whatever. It's like another game. You know what I'm saying? We're not getting those overtime games. We're not getting those defining moments. You know what I'm saying? Like those Stephon Marbury moments. Like, there's so many All-Star games I can point back to where it was like, okay, they played around a little bit and then they got real serious, real quick, and it was just like shot for shot, back and forth. So we'll see how this goes. They're going to really need to put money up to get these players motivated. Money will motivate them. Money will definitely motivate them to play a better game, more fluid game. Even if they could do player coaches or whatever, instead of having NBA coaches have the players coach and take their role there, because then it's kind of like a more intimacy there where players can, they're saying certain things that the coaches wouldn't say, or, they're like, okay, getting on guys and stuff. Like, we see some frustration. Like, everybody's so lenient and laid back. So this I don't think is going to promote anything better than that, because a lot of these guys, they play good basketball, but they don't make good GMs. So they're going to pick lineups that probably going to suck. If anything, let fans pick the lineup then. Let fans vote into the top 24, and then let the fans vote the most popular lineup they want to see. That's better. I think that's way better. Let them pick the lineup. Let them cross-match. Let them do everything. Get rid of this whole 12 Western Conference, 12 Eastern Conference most popular. Just do 24 most popular, period. And I think that could probably possibly revamp it. But we'll see how it is. Let me know what you think in the comments below. This is Vlad from Hoops Junction, where Hoops meets Hoopla. Peace.